Good morning. So this morning I woke up to a text on my work phone that my first client of the day was exposed to somebody with COVID and she woke up not feeling well and she was just an hour appointment, but now I have time to actually go get a real workout in. Some days I can get them in on my days when I work, but I usually just do it on my days off is when I work out. And I would like to go, oh, my ears are so itchy. I want to go ride my new bike, but it's too cold. So we're gonna go downstairs and do the stationary bike and do some strength training. One thing about having Eddie around, I am never alone. He is always watching me. Aren't you, Bubba's? Are you Mama's boy? You look like a statue. Don't move, move. Eddie! Eddie! Something that cracks me up every day is watching Eddie go down the stairs because he's like a big bowling ball. Come here, Eddie. Go downstairs. Eddie. Bubba's. Where'd you go? Hey to Bubba's. Hey to Bubba's. He's so weird. He'll stand there and just stare at you and then he gets all crazy. Eddie. Eddie. Good grief. I want to show some of you how non-fancy my home gym is and hopefully inspire others to work out, not for like appearance, but for like general health. I think it's just so important. It's a basement. We got treadmill, stationary bike. This is a Bowflex. One day it'll be put together. We have the bench and then I work out here on the mat. I want that put together. It seems impossible. And you can see that's Harper's craft area. It kind of like vomits onto like my mat, and this is her old toddler ABC mat. And so I have all my free weights and my kettlebells and everything that I use, and I strength train here. It's fun. I'm gonna make my egg sandwich that everyone is obsessed with when I make it. So toast goes in there. One of Harper's bowls. This is where the eggs gonna go in, and I spray it. And of course, cage free. I'm gonna crack it, put it in. Poke the egg so it doesn't explode in the microwave. We're gonna put the egg in, and then I cook it for like, I put it on for a minute, but I cook it for, let's say, 30 seconds. It's gonna go poof, 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 explode, open it, let it rest for a second, and like a few more seconds after that. I'm gonna take my cheese, put it on, you see the little egg, and I sprayed it, so then it comes off nice and easily. Add Miracle Whip to this side, done. I am on my way to work and I felt the need to do like a story time. This is a really good story. So, have you guys ever had those frenemies? I have a frenemy that I'm so thankful we are not friends anymore. So here's, I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but we're gonna name this person Individual because we're not gonna use names on here. So in beauty school, I had made this friend and we were really good friends, and then there was a falling out, and that's a whole other story on itself. So there's a falling out. So then we graduate school and we go off, we do our own things. I do my apprenticeship. After my apprenticeship, I was like, you know, I want to go work at an Aveda salon again. I'm going to go find an Aveda salon to work at. So I did my research and I found one, and it was one of the top salons in Denver that was an Aveda salon. And so I go and I do the first interview, and they're like, we love you, let's have you come in and do a, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, where you come in and you do a model and they want to see what level you're at. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I get my model, I go into the salon, and guess who's there? This Individual. I'm like, oh my gosh. And the kicker is, she was an assistant. And I was coming in at a level higher than her, a junior stylist, even though we graduated the same day. So keep that in mind. And I run into her, and you could just tell she was not having it that I might possibly work there. And I do my model. It went awesome. I get a call from the salon, and they're like, your model was beautiful. We loved it. However, we have a concern. I was like, well, what's your concern? In the back of my head, I'm like, this individual must have said something. And they were like, well, this individual said X, Y, and Z about you. However, when I was in beauty school, I worked at another top salon, Aveda salon. I was a receptionist. I left there on really good terms, really good people. And the salon that I was trying to get hired at, they were friends with that salon. And so they called them to get a reference and like double check this weird stuff this individual was saying, because it was some wild shit, I tell you. And they go, you know, we checked with your reference, and what this individual said about you was definitely not true from everything they told us. I'm like, sweet, we're gonna work, I get to work there. I should have not worked there knowing she was there. She made my life a living hell for like a year. She told all the stylists all these kooky things about me, and no matter what I did, it just was like an uphill battle. And then finally, everyone started to realize, and she did, I am not this monster that I was made out to be. And so her and I become friends again. We make up, we're all happy. And then she's like, I'm done with this salon. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done with commission too. Let's go do booth rent. So I follow her, and we go to our first booth rent salon. And we're there. And at the time, I then start working with the iconic Charlie Price. And I'm assisting him while I'm working at the salon. So outside the salon, I'm doing stuff with him. Like I co-produced Denver Fashion Week, photo shoots, like a whole spiel. Like I worked with him a lot. So her and I, like, we just like develop a really good friendship. We're like best friends at this point, okay? So then she decides she's moving out of state, and I'm so bummed about it. But I'm like, you go do you, girl. That's what's gonna make you happy. So she moves out of state, and I remember it vividly. I got a phone call from her, and I was at Fashion Week, and she's like, hey, I just found this new amazing salon. Can I use you as a reference? I'm like, absolutely. Then it was weird. Like 3 weeks go by and I don't hear from her. And at this point, we were talking all the time. We were friends, good friends. And so then I go to look on her social media, on her Facebook and on her Instagram. They're not pulling up, which was weird. But then I'm like, I wonder if she deleted her social media. Like something's going on. So then my oldest daughter, we had just allowed her to get social media. And I knew that she followed this individual. And I'm like, to my oldest, I'm like, give me your phone. And I go and I look her up, and I can't find it. I'm like, can't find it on my end or my oldest daughter's end. So it wasn't a block. It must have been, she deleted it. However, in the phone call, when she was talking to me about this salon, I remembered the salon's name. And I'm like, well, let me see if she got hired there. Because majority of commission salons or normal salons, they'll have their stylists and bios and maybe some like pictures of their work and that sort of stuff. So go on, find the salon. I find my friend. I find this individual. And I'm like, yay, I found her. Literally. Once I clicked on her photo, it was crickets. You guys, this individual, her bio was verbatim mine. It said that she worked with the iconic Charlie Price, co-produced Denver Fashion Week. Everything that I had done and worked for was in her bio. Oh, and then it gets better. Guess what else was in her bio? All the pictures of my work. Not one photo of her work. It was all my work. And one of the photos was my sister-in-law that I did her hair and makeup for her wedding. So there's my sister-in-law's photo on the salon's page. So then I go to like, you know, I had been texting and trying to call and I couldn't get through, just like I couldn't get through to her social media. OMG. Like, fuming. To have somebody you consider a best friend to steal your work. And I had been working my ass off. This was like shocking, and I'm like, oh, I should have known better. I should have known better. And then some time goes by, I'm like, whatever, and I get a text from her. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And you guys, maybe I'm just too good of a freaking person, but I was like, oh, no worries, it's all good. But mind you, I'll forgive, but I don't forget. And I will never, ever be friends with this so-called individual. And this individual will occasionally reach out to me. And like, I could have called her out, called the salon, could have done a whole bunch of stuff. But being the bigger person sometimes does pay off. And the moral of the story is, if somebody burns you once, twice, shame on me, or shame on you, but twice, shame on me for being fooled. You know, you gotta really look out for yourself, and those people you're around, you know, either they're there to light your candle or take the light from your candle. How to share that story? I'm on my way to my studio to make some beautiful hair. It's gonna be a good day. The sun's out, it's 38 degrees, the snow is melted. I'm excited. Another part that I had to add to the story was the social media. How I couldn't find her, and neither could I find it on my oldest daughter's. Well, she blocked us. She blocked myself and my daughter and my husband, everybody, because she knew she was gonna get caught. I found her. That's why I was blocked. And as promised, I'm gonna take you guys through my day. I just got here to my studio, and today I brought Protective Mist, essential oil based natural defense, aka liquid sage, because we can't burn real sage in my building because I might get in trouble. So we're gonna spray a ton of liquid sage everywhere. I like it just to cleanse the space. I have this stuff on top of my dresser at home. I'm always cleansing. Like, energy is a big thing. There is gonna be never bad energy in my studio. So let's get ready to go in. I didn't bring much with me today, so I think I'm set. Oh, that sun. I'm so ready for it. My door. It's bright as shit, though. Coming into my cute building. I literally love it here. When you walk in, there's a boutique and a coffee shop. All the different studios. And there we are. My beautiful studio. It's like home away from home in here. I think it's my big window that I just love. And now I have my normal routine set up. I get my music going, get everything moved around. My roommate in here keeps moving stuff around. She's funny. So my little speaker, turn that on, and then my work phone, I'm gonna put music on it. We're gonna listen to Milky Chance, Pandora. Can't go wrong with it. See if you can hear it. That was a long day, but I am now going home. Walking out here today is much better than the other day. Still a little chilly, but it's not snowing. I will take that for a win. Time to go home and eat some dinner. Fuck that. So Frank. Ah! I don't know what's going on. Lord. Oh my God. I can't figure this out. We are cooking right now, and we have been out of foil for cooking for a while. So I'm in my filming room, and we're using my foils for colors to put over food while it bakes in the oven. And specifically, my husband asked for 4 of them.